reason. For some reason, OBS was just like, I'm not going to record.
It knew what you were trying to record, Zach, and it was trying to spare us all.
Well, too bad. Oh, you know why it responds so quickly? It's because the shell is sinking, I think, into the sand.
I mean, I think their world logic is like, oh, another enemy has, like, you know, taken over the shell. But, like, it's still just like, well, where did he come from?
Oh.
Just magically appeared out of the sea.
There. Yeah, I suppose so. But... Whoops.
Darn it.
Oh, come on. You know what? Fine. Can you go back over? Just, I need you to be further yonder.
Oh.
Alright, fine. Ooh.
Caught one with every ant, and said these ants store water in their nests, allowing them to thrive even in the intense heat of the open desert.
You're sounding less and less enthusiastic every time you have to read these.
Well, even narrators get fatigue.
Okay. Oh yeah, hey guys, Zach. Welcome to episode 28 of Skyward Sword. Last episode, we started like a side quest thing. We also upgraded some stuff, and now we're back here in the desert.
Yep, with all this said. Uh-oh. Bad timing.
We're good.
Hopefully the game won't, you know, need you to be closer than this.
You have to be inside the goddess cube.
Well, there's some more money.
Okay.
But that was fun. Oh, goodness. Da-da-da-da-da. You know, it'd been nice if we made our beetle faster, too.
I don't think we had the things to upgrade it yet.
I know, but, like, you know, the guy who upgraded it.
Mm-hmm.
It's, like, nice if it could have made it faster, too.
Yeah, I suppose so. Okay.
He's like, let me put some giant jaws on it. You gotta figure it would, like, make it fly much worse.
Let's go over this way. Yeah, there is a speed upgrade that you can get, but yeah, I know what you mean though. It's like, okay, you gave us these giant, like, you know, pincer things on it to carry stuff. Can't you also make it faster?
Yeah.
Oops.
You just killed a Lineru ant. Those endangered species will now never thrive in the desert again.
Shortcut.
And Good thing, too, because you never want to deal with that crap again. Of course, the bird statue right here also makes it somewhat less necessary than otherwise, but I guess it's good to have. Oh, sure you don't want to save and quit, Zach? I mean, we could just be like, you know, let's just go play something else. Yeah. Come on now.
Really?
Oh, come on. That totally blew up before he started rolling.
Oh my goodness gracious, fine.
Such a fun game.
Yeah, I'm having fun.
This totally isn't to just pad out this section. Oh.
Eric, aren't you having fun?
Oh, oodles.
Yeah, I thought so. Let's see here. Is there anything like down over that way that I needed?
Not that I'm seeing, just the door over there.
Yeah.
Alright, now to try and hitch a ride on the shell before it goes out of reach, because you have a limited amount of stamina that Nintendo thought was a good idea.
What? See, I think the thing that most people like just don't seem to get is you can't just go into this like other Zelda games and just start swinging wildly. Like you know, in terms of like swordplay, even like something like that, you have to plan your route.
Yeah, my issue with that is due to how finicky the controls are for the sword, you end up swinging randomly more so than in most Zelda games. Because, like, you know, you're like, okay, I need to slash vertically, so I need to move my sword arm up, and whoops, it read that as a swing. Because, you know, it doesn't give you much time to check those things and stuff. I mean, really, what I would have loved to have seen them add to Skyward Sword HD is I'm swinging my sword button. You know, if you're going to make use of your extra buttons, add one that's that. And it's just like, okay, so if I move my sword up, like, quickly, and I'm not pressing that button, I'm not trying to swing my sword. But if I bring it, like, you know...
But that really works, though?
Down quickly. Yes, it absolutely could have. Because they put an extra, instead of making A be dash and, you know, talk to people, you know, they had the B button completely free. They chose to make that dash instead. If they had chosen to put, like, one of the shorter buttons even, or just, like, any button, be, okay, as long as I'm pressing this button when I swing, you know, even make it an option. You know, it doesn't have to be the only option, but, like, put in multiple options. Like, that would have made the sword controls actually work. But they chose not to do that, even for the remake. Ugh. Instead, they're like, here's an amiibo that nobody can get, and, like, that's the only way to use a fast travel feature that we added as a quality of life improvement.
Well, that's a separate thing, but, I mean, like, just in terms of, like, I've yet to use the button control layout, and so I don't really know how well just using the right stick functions in terms of, you know, in terms of, like, accuracy. Could they, you know, it would have, I guess, been nice if they, you know, yeah, they had, like, a button, but then what would you be using the right stick for if not, you know, for swinging the sword without the use of the button?
No, I'm saying with the motion controls.
Oh, with the motion controls.
Yes, have a
Oh,
button
okay.
that like specifically says, okay, right now when I'm holding this button, I am swinging my sword. If I'm not holding this button, I'm just making a movement. You know?
I guess that could
That
work.
would have solved like 90% of the issues that I have with these controls.
I don't know about you, but you know, I'm doing fine.
Yeah, but look how slow you're moving your sword. And like, think about how
Well, I'm also
you're doing...
slowly like moving my wrist too. You know.
Uh-huh, I know, but like, imagine an enemy is attacking you, you know, and then you have to, they're blocking on the right, and you want to move to the left and attack them.
Yeah,
You
well,
know,
that's why
mean-
you slowly move your hand over and then you start swinging.
Who the heck does that? You know? And then, you know, they have enemies like Gearhim that are just like, oh, you'll never, you know, be able to stop me with, like, attacks that slow. It's like, well, no kidding. The controls are garbage. Like, this was not an option they could do with the Wii remote and the nunchuck because there were so few buttons. But when they literally added a button press to the, you know, like, added a button function to the HD collection, and nobody thought, gee, maybe we should make this a button that says, hey, when I press this, I'm swinging my sword, and when I'm not, I'm just making a quick movement.
Okay, but what do you need to make a quick movement for, though?
Everything in this game. When you're fighting any enemy, like, you got electrocuted at least twice back there. If you could have actually said, hey, no, I'm just moving my sword over here quickly and then swinging back.
Except I wasn't moving my
enemy
sword, it
would-
just happened to be, like, I was too close to him. Oh, I have to go through the top.
There was one that you hit, I think. But you swung your sword and, you know, it hit.
That one? I think it was
you
one,
need to hit
but
that
like for
from
the
a
most part, it
different
just happened to be too close because of my sword was resting and I was waiting for an opening, and then it just, yeah.
Regardless, countless times in this playthrough alone, you have had a situation where you've been trying to, you know, move the sword to the side, and it instead being like, oh, sorry, you know, I'm just gonna hit into this person's blocking, you know, sword or shield or whatever instead. Because you were just trying to move what would be a natural move if you were actually using a sword. And it's like, you had the chance to take a second shot at this, Nintendo, and you failed.
Okay,
the controls
but
what
you
they
haven't
should be.
played with the Joy-Cons, and I'll be honest, I actually find that they're much better than, you know,
Literally everybody else I've heard from is saying they're the same. Like,
okay. I mean,
and I mean people who are, you know, it's like, because the issues that people had were not issues like, the issues are basically the fact that you can't move like you'd want to move a sword. That was the whole idea of this for this game, and they never achieved it. You know? Instead, you got met with so much frustration by just being like, oh, I'm hitting into these things. Yeah, because I'm trying to move my sword over here to actually attack the way I want to attack. And then it's just like, I was hopeful that they'd fix that, and they didn't. And that's like why I have no intention of ever buying Skyward Sword HD
Okay,
either, unless they fix that somehow.
yeah. There we go.
You caught one sand cicada. The larvae of these bugs stay underground for 10 years or longer. No bug is harder to catch. Yeah, there actually are several bugs that are harder to catch, game. Why are you lying to us?
Okay, those same people who are like, oh, it feels exactly the same, probably also had issues with the original one. I myself am like, oh, the original one was all right. You know, sometimes some issues, but most of the time I found this pretty enjoyable. And then I'm playing the Skyward Sword HD with those Joy-Cons, and yeah, maybe like 3 times so far I've had to recenter the gyro. Not that it, you know, takes too much time to do that, and I'm going, okay, well, whatever. But ultimately, I feel like it's more fluid. Like, that was my experience so far with the motion controls, and I'm like, okay, well, maybe it's a little bit better.
Yeah, I mean, I think the only thing you're really noticing is that, you know, you're not having to point it at a, you know, sensor bar.
Yeah, that's true, I'm not.
But, you know, it's like the
Which is amazing.
Controls and their effectiveness are, like, the same.
Oh, good to see you, bud. Seems like you pop up everywhere, though I'm one to talk. Oh. Anyway, bud, there's something I'm dying to tell you. It is the discovery of the century. This is a sacred place known as the Temple of Time.
No, it ain't. It's an Ocarina of Time. You're wrong.
I could not believe my eyes when I saw a human who lives on the legendary island of the goddess.
You mean like
me?
I mean, technically, aren't we Hylians, not humans? Duh.
Well, no,
You're
because
close,
Hyrule
just
isn't
like-
around yet.
Just like the ones written about in the ancient manuscripts. They look just like you, bud.
Yeah, but we don't have pointy ears now, do we? These are clearly a separate race.
No. I meant like, wait.
These are not humans.
Yeah, I
They're
know,
very
but
human-like, but
your argument is like, well, we're technically Hylians, and I'm going, well, Hyrule doesn't exist yet.
I didn't say we were Hyruleans. I said we were Hylians. There's a difference.
Okay, I thought the term Hylian came about after Hyrule, you know, came up, and it's like, okay, well, what are you? Well, we've got the Gorons, we've got the Zoras, we got Hylians. Okay, Hyrule.
I mean,
but you know,
real talk, you know, originally that's probably where it came from. But the fact is, as they evolved, and like as we got to 3D, they had these pointy ears. So they were clearly a different race from humans, like more elven or something. So
probably.
they are their own race, basically.
Well, wasn't Link in the original Legend of Zelda described as like an elf kid? Like in the manual, the game's manual or something?
I don't recall that, no. But
Okay.
I think it's only in Ocarina of Time that they kind of started this, and like, you know, they could have made it so the Kokiri had pointy ears and Link didn't or something, but no, everybody had pointy ears. So they apparently are some other race that is not human. But yeah, just another inconsistency in this game.
I feel like now you're nitpicking.
I'm just saying, we don't have pointy ears like that. That
Okay.
would be kind
All
of
right.
awesome.
I don't know about that one.
They entered the temple. I wanted to chase after them. But then there was an explosion all of a sudden, and the entrance, well, you can see for yourself, bud. I do not think we are getting past this mess. I just wish we could find out what is happening on the other side.
I mean, well, let's see. Hang on, let's look.
I mean, seriously, Link could totally climb that. And,
I'm just thinking, like, you know, I could totally,
through.
like, climb that, you know.
Yeah, right? It's not even hard. Not to mention we have all these bombs. Just like lay 20 of those there, it'll clear right up.
Let's see.
Oh yeah, I mean, even if the controls are a bit better, like, overall, at, like, their accuracy and not needing to, recenter as much, I still just, like, I'm baffled at the fact that they didn't add a, like, using sword button. Because, like, that would have just, like, solved so many things.
Well, maybe it would have taken too long to program or something. I don't know.
It really wouldn't.
How would you know? Are you a game developer?
I have done coding on things, yes. I mean, there's already code that says, hey, if you're moving over X velocity, you are swinging your sword. All you have to do is add in a check that would be like, okay, if you're moving over X velocity and holding this button, you know? It's like a very minimal code change. And it's not that they don't have the source code and they can't alter it because, you know, they did.
Oh, that was me.
See, you're trying to get the sword somewhere else, but then, you know.
Well, no, I was trying to
Too
swing,
slow.
but I was trying to swing
No, I'm
it.
saying
but,
now.
Yeah. That time I was actually trying to. There we go. Okay. All right. Come over here. Whoa. Whoop. Okay, I didn't mean to talk to you, but okay.
Help, sir. No. Oh.
Really? Oh, okay.
Fun. Also, I've always just kind of hated that game over screen too.
What, the fact that
It's
it's
just like,
it's
yeah, I
just
mean, it's
natural?
almost like a womp womp womp. It's just like, gee, thanks, game. You know, maybe if your controls worked right, I wouldn't be in this situation. Oh, good, we
Once
get
again
to do
with
this
the-
again.
Alright. Alright, audience, let us know down in the comments below if you're playing Skyward Sword HD, what do you... Did a rupee just seriously blow it up?
Yep.
Okay.
Quality.
I've never seen that before.
Either that or just bad collision geometry. Either one's possible. Either way, Nintendo. Sure.
Oh, wait, and then there's still... Oh, wait, no, the gate's open. Okay. So it's not as much to do.
Oh, that's good. Oh no! We made it.
Really? Okay.
Man, I feel bad for those Octoroks.
Why's
Like, I mean, like their relatives or whatever that are in the forest only have a bush on their head. These guys have like freaking rocks and boulders or whatever, you know?
Yep. Really? After I'm killing your buddy?
Well, yeah, I mean, I think he'd
Come over here.
attack you too. He's like, no, I see that that's like out of time there. So, audience, bad controls or Zack lacking skill? You be the judge.
So the first attack there, yeah, I swung, and then I wasn't actively swinging. It was just I had my remote stationary, and then it just because like of everything else, I was just too close to him, and his sword happened to be on that side. So.
Okay, so there's a third option: bad game design.
You're bad game design.
Thanks for helping me. Now, could you move the crap out of the way? Is this a temple of time? Again, no, it's not. Within it is the sacred gate of time made by the goddess. It's my job to patrol outside the temple from
If you want to reach the Gate of Time, you will need to pass through that door. You need another way in. Well, the Nehru mining facility and the Temple of Time are connected underground. The Nehru mining facility is right here. This map, it looks inaccurate. I'm going to fix it for you.
Okay.
Okay, take your time.
Thank you.
The Nehru mining facility is just ahead. Good luck.
Yeah, a little slow down here. More messed up thing. The map you possess corresponds to the actual terrain of this area with only 35% accuracy. The robot you met earlier modified your map to show past terrain that is now submerged below the sink stand. Yeah, so I don't understand that really aspect. It's not so much of like a fault in the game, but more like, okay, so the sand, when you send it back in time, becomes like just hard, I don't know, ground, I guess, dirt. I don't know what it is. But why? Like, how? I don't understand how that happens. Like, I mean to talk to you.
No matter how many times I see the Temple of Time, my circuits will get overloaded with impressiveness.
Right. Okay, well, anyway, guys, so we're at 27 minutes into recording, so that will do it for today's episode. Let us know what you've got in the comments below. Also, if you're playing Skyward Sword HD, let us know what you think of the motion controls. I still think that they're pretty good. What's that?
Please do. I would like to hear more sample size. And hopefully it's working better for people. It's just, I've seen a lot of people that are having the same issues. Like, not necessarily even with connectivity, though that as well, but just in general. It's like, it's not really improved. I think they should have spent more time on it.
Oh, maybe. So, yeah, I mean, you know, it's always good to get both sides of the, you know, people's viewpoints. So, definitely let us know in the comments below, and join me tomorrow for Portal Reloaded. That's still going on. I have no idea. And Friday for some Pokemon. Saturday on Twitch for our stream, which is going to be a lot of fun. And Monday for Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix Randomizer. And Tuesday for Undertale. And as always, we'll see you guys next Wednesday, the end of August, for episode, I don't know, 29, I think, of Skyward Sword, this amazing game, and that I still relatively enjoy. So, thank you again all so much for watching, and we'll see you guys. Thanks, Link. We'll see you guys then.